Have you ever had that feeling that there's more to your story than what you can consciously remember? Like there's a deeper record of everything, every choice, every lesson, even the things you never said out loud, existing somewhere beyond ordinary memory. In a lot of spiritual traditions, that idea is called the Akashic Records. It's described as this vast, non physical field that holds the imprint of every soul's journey. Hey everyone, I'm Ashley, licensed clinical social worker and certified yoga therapist. And on this channel, we talk and practice mind, body, and spiritual healing. Today, I want to talk about the Akashic Records, what the concept actually is, and how past experiences might still be shaping us through karma and samskara. So, the word Akasha comes from Sanskrit and basically means ether or space. In yogic and theosophical teachings, the Akashic Records are described as this subtle dimension of consciousness that records every thought, emotion, action, and intention across time. I like to think of it less like a library of books and more like a living field of information that the soul can access when the mind gets quiet and receptive. Here's a quick and important note. This is a metaphysical idea. There's no laboratory proof of an ethereal archive sitting out there. What we do have is a long history of mystics and everyday people saying they've received meaningful insight when they approach this kind of work with sincerity and a little humility. In yogic philosophy, two ideas help explain how these imprints keep affecting us. There's karma and samskaras. Karma simply means action. It's the natural law of cause and effect. Every thought, every word, deed creates some kind of imprint that shapes future experiences. It's not about punishment or reward coming from outside of us. It's more like the organic way energy moves and comes back to us over time, sometimes across more than one lifetime. Karma isn't fatalistic. It's just how things unfold. Samskaras are impressions that are left on our mind, body, and spirit from our experiences. They color how we see the world, what we're drawn to, and what we push against. They're also the residue of what we've learned, but not fully healed from. Some might even say they create grooves in our consciousness and are the reason why we keep choosing actions and experiences that we need to outgrow. A lot of spiritual frameworks hold that the soul has lived past lives. The significant experiences, decisions, traumas, and beliefs from those earlier lifetimes leave programs or imprints in the soul records and can influence the subconscious. Those programs don't simply disappear when a lifetime ends. They can keep shaping the present in ways that feel very real, such as repeating emotional or relational patterns, or having unexplained fears, blocks, or even physical challenges that don't have a clear origin. Sometimes those stories begin to open in unexpected ways. When we've lived through a lot of trauma, especially young or throughout childhood, we tend to live closer to the unconscious. That nearness can make past life memories or deeper soul impressions start to surface more easily, not as something forced, but as something that was already close to the surface. When we do subtle body work or engage in spiritual practice, we can sometimes sense these past life blockages. The important part is to not ignore them, but also don't overly identify with them or use them as the reason we have certain issues or personality traits. What's in the past is in the past. It can't hurt you, and it doesn't need to affect you in the present life. We can say something simple like, "Thank you for showing this to me. I am," state your name, "I am a neutral observer, and I live fully in the present." Repeating something like this helps affirm that these past experiences may be surfacing for a reason, and we're open to their knowledge, but the past doesn't have control over us. We always have choice in choosing our thoughts, choosing our feelings, and our actions. Knowing this can open up more self-expression, peace, and alignment in the life we're living now. Working with the idea of the Akashic Records is really about cultivating deeper self-honesty and a wider perspective. Whether you take it literally or see it as a powerful metaphor for the intelligence of the soul, the practice of listening beyond the everyday mind can be genuinely transformative. Karma and samskara remind us that we're not starting from zero. We carry impressions, and at the same time, we have the capacity to meet those impressions with awareness and gently release what no longer serves us. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new here, subscribe so we can keep exploring these deeper tools together. Thanks for joining me today on Yoga Therapy with Ashley. Remember, stay curious. I'll see you next Friday.